Hi all, and welcome back to another episode of AllyTN's Pokemon Emerald Rainbow Wedlocke. Sorry if my mouth was a little close to the microphone last time I recorded. Uh, I just listened to the playback and it's a little bit not great, but hopefully this will be a little bit better. I've adjusted the mic. I can't remember what I was just doing. Oh, I wanted to check. So we're still on Route 112, so that's where we caught Blue. So we can't get another encounter here. That was my suspicion, but I wanted to make sure. So here's this guy. No clue what he has. But let's get Glitter and Mario some action since they're not probably going to see very many battles, any major battles until after Flannery. On account of being weak to fire and everything up to Flannery being fire, I think we have to take on Team Magma, and they have fire types and flying types. Not exactly these guys' strong suit. So let's get a quick attack in there and get immediately paralyzed. Of course, of course. It was going to paralyze us anyway, so ha, we just got ahead of you. Take that, Electrike. Oh boy. Oh boy. Glitter. Glitter, darling, come on. You can't let down your fans. Everyone's here to watch you perform, Glitter. Everyone's here to watch you be fabulous and spectacular. Yes. Come on, Glitter, one more hit. Yes. All right, our gal taken down an Electrike. And he's about to send in Whalmer, so we used the right person for that Electrike because now Mario can take on this Whalmer. I love Mario. I love Breloom. Breloom is the best. Now that I've said that, something horrible is going to happen. All right. But hopefully this Oko's... Nope, it didn't Oko. Oh, man. And that's... it's not great. Mario is partially a physical attacker, but hopefully we won't. Oh, cool trainer Wilton has a super potion. Well, isn't that nice? Shouldn't be a problem. We are faster than him. We should be able to take him out and a couple more Mega Drains. Oh, but we're running low. Let's hope we don't run into any trouble on this last Pokemon. Mario grew to level 25. Makuhita. Okay, let's not change Pokemon because Glitter's paralyzed. Let's headbutt it. I know we just got growled, but we still did quite a bit of damage and we should be able to take him out with a Mach Punch. Alright, one more challenge cleared by the dynamic duo of Mario and Glitter. I love it. What a good combination. We've toughened them considerably. Yes, and it took an extremely long time when I was very, very hungry. I remember that day. Um, man. I think this kid gives us secret power. Yeah, we can make a secret base now. But I would have to teach it to someone, and, we could teach Diva. I think she can learn that. Don't always have to make your secret base in a tree. Yeah, there are a lot of places we can make secret bases. Some of them better than others before the post game. I think it would be fun if we make it to the end to do a few post game things, just because I can't do them in my own copy of Emerald, given the fact that it has a dead internal battery. Excuse me, scrolling through completely the wrong item pocket. Let's see who can learn this. Oh, Glitter can learn it. Everyone can learn it, but I think Diva will do the best with it on account of being a normal type. And we don't really need Pound. Diva learns Secret Power. I think that also opens us up to purchasing Secret Power in Slateport. Let's see. Oh, this is a nice place. Yeah. So we don't have a ton of decorations yet. Can we put a doll on the floor, or do we need to have... Oh, it can't be placed here because we don't even have a mat. Oh no. Okay, we will get something to put this Torchic doll on, and then we will commemorate our dear Caleb, who has since left us. Oh, that's so sad. Caleb and Louie and Fleece, and I don't have Cut. Fleece and Charon. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave Charon out of that. I just got distracted in the middle of my sentence. Don't take this as me not caring about my Pokemon. I miss them very much. I'm just very easily distractible. This is the lady where if you don't say no, she will continue healing your Pokemon and trap you here forever. No, we're okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for healing our Pokemon, but we don't need to stay here for eternity. Oh, here's our interview from last episode. Today, we turned our lens on the trainer Ally. There's something about this trainer that piqued our interest. The best way to determine how strong a trainer is, well, the fastest way is to battle, and so we began our investigation. That's how we ended up in a battle with Ally. In a dominating performance, we were flattened, rolled up, and tossed aside. Ally is ruthlessly strong. Here's our impressions after having battled our featured trainer. The combination of Breloom and Illumise was divine. The sight of them, Breloom and Illumise selflessly supporting each other in the thick of battle, it was a marvelous sight to behold. Mega Drain was the move the trainer used last in our battle. The move Mega Drain is Breloom and Illumise's sign of friendship. After our battle, we asked Ally for a succinct summary. The trainer replied, "Too late." Ally's Pokemon Breloom and Illumise, and too late. That's deep. There's a deep significance behind that quote. It's no surprise. A good trainer has good things to say. That's all for today. See you again on our next broadcast. Yes, too late. That's deep. But as we can see from the interview, Glitter and Mario are already a team, a force to be reckoned with. So let's hope they have a long and promising career on our team. And I believe that I hope I didn't like spike the mic too much on reading that. I think there's some fighting types up ahead, so I want to fight everybody that we possibly can unless we start getting way too much experience. Please, respond buttons. I think it's weird that you have to place dolls in secret bases on like a brick or a mat or something. You can't just put them on the floor. You wouldn't want them to get dirty. There is no possible way that you can place a plush toy on the floor. All right, Machop, level 19 versus Scout. And it's a one-hit KO. Good job, Scout. Scout and Stormy are going to be OP for a little while longer, and then we are going to have to be careful with them. They're very, very strong, but very frail. So there's a couple more secret base locations up here. If you have the mock bike, yeah, mock bike, and then one down there if you have the go goggles. But right now we can't really put anything in a secret base anyway. So hey, a raspberry. We could use that for contests if we ever do any contests. But I think in Emerald the contest hall is in Lily Cove, so we would have to go all the way to Lily Cove. Who knows? Maybe Glitter will have a, well, actually, we could just check who would be good at contests right now. Scout is really cool, but that could backfire. I don't know if anyone here is like big into contests. But if you have too many moves of the I don't know what you would call that, the descriptor, if you have too many cool moves and you go into a cool contest, it kind of ruins some of your strategies because you can't necessarily mess with the judges the way you want to. But I don't know. I don't think contests have ever been a huge part of the game. It would be interesting if there was something maybe like more involved in future games where you actually got to, I don't know, there's a little bit of strategy to contests, but I would like a little bit more spectacle, I guess. Like in the Diamond and Pearl games, you could dress up your Pokemon, and that was cool. I'd like to see that in 3D. I don't know how they would go about doing that with the 3D models, but we'll see what they do in the games that are coming out. Scout and Stormy. This is Cool Trainer Brooke, I think. I remember her. She has maybe a Wingull and a Roselia, so we should be fine with Scout and Stormy. And how do I remember her name? Well, let's see first if I actually did remember her name. Yes, Cool Trainer Brooke. I remember her name because when I was really like maybe 7 years old, I think I wrote like my very first Pokemon fan fiction, and my rival's name was Brooke, and she was a cool kid. She had like a Zubat and a Whismur and was starting a Pokemon band. So now every time I run into Cool Trainer Brooke, who has completely the opposite personality of my old-time rival Brooke, I remember her name and some of the Pokemon she has. Very memorable trainer to me personally. But obviously not particularly a threat at this point. Okay, so I suspect that we're going to run into a Spinda for our next encounter. So I think I'm going to have Sparky out front and hope that we can catch it in a ball. Um, Back to the topic of shinies, because I love them. Oh, she's going to register us. Thanks, Brooke. Um, Back to the topic of shinies. One of my shinies that I have found in Pokemon Emerald in my actual copy is a shiny Spinda, who I named Kismet. There are a lot of interesting Spinda facts that I cannot and do not wish to cite off the top of my head, but maybe look up Spinda sometime if you don't know a lot about Spinda. It's a pretty cool Pokemon, and there's a lot of variations of the spots. If you add in shinies, it's literally completely impossible to collect all of them for the first. Oh, okay. All right, we're doing this. Okay, so if anyone is wondering why I'm reacting that way, despite the fact that Skarmory is very cool and, I mean, interesting encounter, it sure is. Problem is, it's really notoriously difficult to catch. So I'm concerned that we're not going to catch it after however much trouble we put into trying. I don't want to use Spark because I'm afraid I'm actually like 99% sure it would kill it outright. So let's see. I don't want to use too many rock smashes because it can lower defense, but otherwise we're just not going to get anywhere. Skarmory has pretty powerful defenses, so we need to be able to hit it with something that's normally effective rather than not very effective and that can lower its defense. But we do want to be careful because it can faint, obviously. Okay, so Skarmory's Encore ended. And I made it use Peck because I didn't want it using Sand Attack. That would be annoying. So we have to be wary of a critical hit. Yep, there's that Sand Attack. I think it's possible that if we crit, we'll kill it now, but okay. We're not going to hit it anymore because I think anything we do will kill it. But I certainly do not want, like, we needed to lower its HP that much for us to even have a chance of catching it. I'm going to start with my Great Balls and then go to the Pokeballs if we have to. We've got the best chance of catching it with a Great Ball. But yeah, the reason I'm not too stoked to find Skarmory is because I'm worried we just won't catch it and we'll completely run out of Pokeballs. See. Okay, see, it broke out once, therefore it's impossible to catch. But yeah, it's interesting. We're getting a lot of rare encounters, but that's not always a good thing, as you can see here. We may just straight up not catch him. But let me talk a little bit about Skarmory in the meantime, while we wait for him to break out of all of our Pokeballs. So one of the... Never mind, we got him. One of the Pokemon on my very first Emerald, or not very first Emerald team, but my first Emerald team that I remember was a Skarmory named Steelwing. My cat is here. Do you want to say something, Fifi? Yeah. Sorry if there's meowing in the background. But I like Skarmory. It's a cool Pokemon. Very defensive. Pokemon that has a body and wings of steel. People in the past used feathers fallen from Skarmory to make swords and knives. All right. Steelwing was not a very original name, but I don't think I'm going to name him anything more interesting. I'm just going to name him Knight. I think that's cool. Cool enough. Fifi, darling. Yeah, I love you, but you gotta hush. I'm recording. Yes, oh, she's rubbing against my elbow. Darling cat. All right. This could have been one of our other encounters. I'm really still kind of surprised we caught that Skarmory, but I'm here for it. That's awesome. It's one of the rarest Pokemon here, if not the rarest. And then Diva and Sparky are probably not the two we want to have out right now, just because, ooh, well, actually, okay. So I remember this route, and what I remember is there is a coughing somewhere that can explode. It doesn't have explosion, I think it has self-destruct, but I don't want to risk it. So let's make sure we have a Pokemon that can take on poison types. Cool around here because of the ash, I'm guessing is what he's going to say. Youngster Jalen. Trapinch. Trapinch is another really cool Pokemon. I hear people like come after Generation Three's designs a lot, but I think Trapinch is a really neat design, and the Trapinch Vibrava Flygon, just a really neat evolution chain. Um, I think both the dragon types for this generation are pretty cool. Salamence is also cool and has an interesting design. Like the transition from Bagon to Shelgon to Salamence. Did I say Salamence before? I don't know. I've already forgotten. It's fine. Um, I almost said that Skarmory is also a cool design, and it is, but it's also from Generation 2. I was not aware of that for a very long time because I never played Gold and Silver when they came out. I was too young. I was too baby. Oh. Oh my gosh, a triple battle in Generation 3? Now, I don't know why they set it up like this. It's very interesting because, like, there's 3 people here, but obviously you can't have a triple battle. They didn't exist in this generation, and they didn't exist after Generation 5. What's your guys' favorite, like, one generation gimmick? Like Seasons and Black and White 2 that never came back, and let's be honest, kind of broke the Deerling and Sawsbuck thing entirely. Um, I would have to say, I mean, I completely forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, had something to do with gimmicks, but I can't remember like any gimmicks off the top of my head aside from the Seasons now that I've spoken of them. Tragic. All right, so let's hit this Aeron and wing attack this Ninjask before it gets too fast. Ninjask's ability Speed Boost was, I believe, a signature ability up until maybe 5th gen when Torchic and Combuskin, rest in peace, Caleb, also got it as a hidden ability. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Ninjask was the only one that had it before that. Oh, that didn't knock it out. That's interesting. Okay, fine. Aeron is a cute little Pokemon, but I'm glad we didn't get one. They take forever to evolve. Would have just tragically died to Watson. Oh, another fun thing about Generation 3, when you send out a new Pokemon, it lets your opponent just attack again, as long as it's not the end of the turn. So, lets us finish battles faster, but I'm not sure it was exactly fair. And Scout grew to level 26, so we're going to have to stop using these guys so much. I don't want to go over the level limit, and unfortunately the next battle that we are in is with the guy that we just walked into, so we don't have a choice. Does he have a Curlia? I feel like there's a Curlia around here. Baltoy. Now Baltoy can also learn self-destruct. Um, hoping it won't use it right now. I don't know when it learns self-destruct, but switching would just be just as bad. Yeah, that wouldn't, like, I'm glad that missed, but switching would not have helped us there because obviously Scout would have taken the Rock Tomb just as badly, and if something does blow up in our face, Stormy isn't taking it and Scout isn't taking it, so yikes. Maybe we can get Stormy Kinesis at some point. I don't know if you already tried to learn that. It's not a guarantee anyway. Protect would be better. We got beaten cleanly. Okay, sir. Can we sneak around back and get that item up there? Yes. A nugget. We should sell that as soon as we can because Generation 3 has limited item space. We've got quite a bit of route ahead of us, so let's go back and let's go back and heal, I was going to say, but I'm surprised we haven't run into a Spinda yet. I swear, it's totally the most common Pokemon here. I also want to get some more Pokeballs in case we run into any other lace-like encounters. Very unlikely given the 1 in 8,192 chance. And I will not be like running around with the speed up button on trying to find shinies. I'm not about that life. I feel like shinies are best when you find them, first of all, by accident. And secondly, I would think like in a game that's not a Nuzlocke, I feel like the shiny claws can only be pushed so far. If you find like shinies because you specifically hunted for them, I don't feel like that's fair or valid. So there's a Spinda. I used to like collect these little guys just because I thought they were so neat. I like the ones that look like they had eye patches and stuff on, but we're not gonna fight him because there's no reason. Or her. Sorry, ma'am. Yeah, I just said I was gonna switch Stormy and Scout out, but I don't think I am until we get to the end of this route. I'm not a big fan of. Really? Really? Hello, Spinda. She's like, I'm just popping in to show how common we are. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you, ma'am, but we kind of just want to get through this route right now. Okay. Oh, yep. Another Spinda. This is not one of my favorite patterns, I will say that. It does kind of look like it's got a little star on its head, though, so that's cute. Um, there was somebody I was watching stream, and one of the options that he had to put on his team was a Spinda. And I was like, do the Spinda. Put the Spinda on the team. Must a Pokemon be good? Air quotes. I love Spinda. I would definitely put a Spinda on the team if we had one, but looks like that's not going to happen this time around. And we've already got Sparky and Glitter, our two underdogs, let's say. All right. Here, slide under my parasol. Okay, Madeline. Um, so I don't know what these two have, but let's send Sparky and Diva out so they can get some experience. I feel like I might have a tendency to underuse them if we don't kind of put them out into some battles. Now, I still feel like there's a coughing on this route somewhere other than that one we just battled. That might have been the self-destructing one, though. They've got Spindas. Are those Spindas? Oh, no. Okay, for a second I thought they were exactly identical. I'm like, what? There's literally like at least over a million Spinda patterns. I don't know if there's multiple millions, but there's over a million. So for them to be exactly identical would be wacky. Oh man, we didn't take out either of them. That's interesting. So Uproar is a one target move. Huh. I kind of would have thought Uproar would hit both your opponents. Seems like that's how sound-based moves should work, but maybe it's like a concentrated shout. Oh, secret power is Mudshot here. That's cool. Okay, neat. Let's see what this. Spinda's like, it's me again. Oh, it's a Slugma. Okay, you get a pass, Slugma. All right. Max Ether. Can't say. I think that heals the or restores the power points of one single move completely, but don't quote me on that. I never use them because they're not something you can purchase. Therefore, my brain goes, scarce resource, never use it, which doesn't really make sense. Does this guy fight you? Oh, yeah, I might just, this is something I might use the speed up button for, running around collecting ash so we can have items for our secret base. Oh, but if that was the case, I don't know. I guess I won't do that on the off chance we find a shiny. And yeah, I don't want to risk actually running into like 8,000 encounters. But this guy will make glass items out of the ash, which I've used for, like, the items are actually pretty good and pretty overpowered, so probably won't mess with them. They're like permanent awakenings. There's like a permanent confusion heal, and there's a permanent attraction heal, but I don't think attraction is a really a status condition you come across frequently. There's also, so Blue Flute permanently wakes up, or it's a multi-use item, like it doesn't break, and it'll wake up your Pokemon anytime you use it. The Yellow Flute cures confusion. The Red Flute cures attraction. The Black Flute makes Pokemon appear less frequently, so it's like a weak repel. Um, like it doesn't completely make Pokemon stop appearing, but it makes them appear less frequently. And then the White Flute makes Pokemon appear more frequently. And then he also makes like a glass table and a glass chair, but those are extremely expensive. Um, I think in my actual copy of Emerald, I have one time gotten the glass table just because I could, and it took me hours of my life. This is how I spend my time. Anyway, Stormy making quick work of these coughings that I knew were here. I don't know if they can actually self-destruct, but we don't take chances. We've already lost Dear Caleb to self-destruct. We don't need to lose more. If anybody watches these episodes out of order, they're going to be like, wow, we know exactly how and when Caleb died. I'm going to be like, oops. But what are you doing watching the episodes out of order? Go back and watch them in order, you silly gooses. Gooses? Geese? Oh, man. Okay. So we're almost to the town where I think we will leave off for this episode since we're getting around the 30-minute mark. But there might, oh, I guess there isn't somebody to fight here. Double team. Hmm. I don't know if that kid fights you. Let's fight these two. Alright, sounds like a bird keeper and a picnicker. So, Meryl and Skarmory. Alright, so I think Diva can take on the Meryl, and we'll have Sparky take on the Skarmory. Normally Spark is a physical attack, but in this generation all electric types are special, so this should do quite a bit to this Skarmory. Yeah, and that is why we didn't attack Knight. He would have just straight up fainted. That would have been a bummer. Oh, hello, Swallow. Goodbye, Meryl. Oh, nope, stuck around. Okay. We're gonna have... It was sure an interesting experience playing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire through, given that Meryl gains the fairy typing. I just thought of that because Diva has Rock Smash, but it's interesting just kind of going into a game that you basically know, but with slight differences that make it a little bit, just a little bit off. I wouldn't say that the games are hugely different. Obviously, you've got like a Latios subplot and the Delta episode and stuff like that, but all in all, I wish they'd just like re-release the original Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald at some point, like on the Switch or something. Because as it is now, like people go on and on about emulators and how they're, not technically legal and all that. It's like that's great and all, but Nintendo has not released Pokemon Emerald for like 12 years. Has it been 12 years since it came out or longer? Um, so even if people wanted to play it legally, it's really not possible. Um, like not even any of the consoles that you can play Emerald on, if you had a legitimate copy, are what am I trying to say? I think for sale anymore. So yeah, really emulators are the only way to play it if you don't have a copy from years and years ago. I would just like it if they re-released them so people could pay for them if they wanted to. Um, let's check out our Pokemon real quick before I end off this episode. Blue is a jolly nature, so she likes all. Same gender, arrow, like all. Can we mark? Yeah, let's do, I think that's the marking I used. Let's see. I didn't mark them at all. I haven't been marking them. Oh, foolish. Oh well. Maybe I'll do that later. And then Albert is bold, so plus defense. I want to say that likes males and females. So do we have one of those? Like all. I will double check that. Oh, did I make a dead box and then release everyone? That's silly. Um, well, Albert's not going in the dead box. We will put him in the likes males and females. Oh, likes. And then another thing in the new games, I don't think they actually give you the gender symbols anymore. Weird. I could be wrong about that, but as far as I know, I'm not. And then night. Let's. You're holding a Pokemon. You can't exit. What's wrong with you? Hasty nature. So night is also pan and likes all, which, um, that, yeah, we can get into the definitions of identities at a different time, but there we go. We've got everyone in their boxes. Continue, box, operations, no. Let's call it an episode there, and maybe next time we can get another encounter and explore Full Arbor. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. Tune in next time for another episode of AllyTN's Pokemon Emerald Rainbow Wedlocke. Bye!